Hi, everybody. Welcome back into ClemsonTigers.com. Don Munson along with men's head soccer coach Mike Noonan. Tigers getting ready to take on South Carolina Friday night in historic Riggs Field. 7 o'clock is match time. Hope that we can see you there. And, Coach, anytime that Clemson and South Carolina get together in anything is always pretty special.
No, it really is. I got a first-hand taste of that last year down in South Carolina, and it's a pretty intimidating atmosphere, and we're hoping to make it even more so at Riggs this Friday night.
Well, one of the things that we want to encourage the fans to do is turn out, trying to set an attendance record, an all-time attendance record. The old one is 7,012, so we're looking for at least that 13th member to get through. And that's something that is good for this program and is something that is needed with this program.
No question, no question. It's happening all over the country, from Santa Barbara in California. Last weekend down at UAB, we were participants in a game that set a record at UAB of over 4,000 fans. So, we know what it's like being in those environments, and every week someplace else is setting a record. And Clemson needs to be a leader in men's soccer and throughout the country, and I think our fans want to be leaders as well.
All right, your 2011 squad so far has been through a couple of exhibitions and one regular season contest, a really tough loss in the last 2 minutes of the game in that first one. But how do you feel about your ball club coming into Friday's game?
No, I'm very, very excited about the team. It's a young team. We have 14 or 15 freshmen on the squad. They're going to feature in the games because they have to. And they got a very, very good baptism down in UAB last weekend. It was a tough game to lose, but it was a game that was very winnable. Their goalkeeper played extremely well. We had chances to win right up to the last minute. Well, at least to equalize. After they scored that goal, we had 3 very, very good chances to equalize, and they stood up to it, and credit to them. But I was happy with our team, and I was happy with the way we performed, and I think the fans are going to be happy Friday.
Of course, when you're playing that many young freshmen now, yes, there's inexperience, but there's also something to be said about the youth and exuberance that those guys bring.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy in the team right now, and there's a lot of energy because there's a lot of competition. There's competition every day in practice, and that's been a welcome addition to our program. And what it does is that it makes the games that much more fun and really the easiest day of the week because they're competing so hard during the week in practice.
Let's focus in actually on some members of your ball club. Who are some of the folks that we should be on the lookout for Friday night?
Well, I mean, Cody Mizell was a Soccer America goalkeeper of the year, freshman of the year last year. I mean, obviously he's outstanding in goal and does a very, very good job for us. Some of the Riley Sumter is a senior who's playing in the back this year, but he's a player who can play pretty much any position on the field. And you'll see Riley Feach, he was excellent last week down in at UAB. Up front, we've got some really exciting players. Nick Burton, who's a senior, Ian Smith, who's a freshman, who scored 3 goals in our 2 exhibition games. Amadou Tidia is another freshman who's been featured in the under-18 national team, coming from Denver, Colorado. In the midfield, we've got Keegan Priest, who's a 5th-year senior, who's just a real clever, creative player. Alex Stockinger, who's a Norwegian under-20 international, who started every game, played every minute of every game last year in the back, and is playing in the midfield this year. And then we've got some exciting flank players, Jack Metcalf and Wes Nelson, up and down the flanks on either side. So, it's a well-rounded team, and it's an exciting team.
All right, talk to me a little bit about South Carolina and what you expect out of them.
South Carolina is a very good program, obviously. Traditionally, very, very strong NCAA tournament teams, round of 16 last year, I believe. Coach Burson's been there for 35 years, does a fantastic job. And we expect that their team, although they've lost a couple of key players, the goalkeeper's gone into the pros, and their leading scorer is playing with DC United now, they just retool and come back out. So, we're expecting a fantastic game from them. But I think that this team will match them a lot better than last year's team. And we're looking forward to a big crowd and hopefully a big win.
All right, Clemson and South Carolina Friday night in historic Riggs Field, 7 o'clock is match time. Come on out, solid orange event. Wear your orange to the club or to the game. Come on out and support the club. And if you can't be there in person, you can watch it online here on ClemsonTigers.com. We'll have live streaming from the game. For Mike Noonan, I'm Don Munson. Thanks for being with us here on ClemsonTigers.com.